Hello, my name is Tiago and I will be presenting new kits on the DRDoS block characterizing multiprotocol and carpet bombing attacks. I will be presenting a brief introduction about the subject, followed by our goal, contribution, and findings. A popular type of DDoS are reflection attack, known as DRDoS attacks. These attacks use IP spoofing so that response are reflected to the victim. A set of protocol can be used at the same time, and reflection offer an extra layer of indirection and traffic amplification. Recent developments in DRDoS attacks are multiprotocol attacks, where a group of protocols can be used at the same time to send traffic to an address, and carpet bombing attacks that target multiple subnet addresses instead of a single address, with the objective of saturating the network. This makes detection and mitigation difficult. Our research aimed to characterize multiprotocol and carpet bombing DRDoS attack through a honeypot we developed for data collection. Our main contributions are a definition for multiprotocol DRDoS attacks, description of several multiprotocol DRDoS attacks, and comparison with monoprotocol attacks, and characterization of carpet bombing attacks. Our honeypot was designed specifically to be used as a reflector of this type of attacks, supporting a total of 9 protocols, 7 being emulation, and 2 proxies. Since it does not host any public advertised service, the system is only to become a reflector after it has been found. The data collection started in September 2018. During this time, we collected data from Brazilian election and COVID-19. It is necessary to identify attacks and victims, but there's no previous consensus about DRDoS attacks. Of course, considering the point of view of a reflector. Our definition is an adaptation of the group's previous works and aims to embrace this type of attack. Carpet bombing attacks target multiple addresses in the same network, so if we consider that each IP address is separated victim, we risk to inflating the number of victims and attacks and reducing the intensity of these attacks by splitting the traffic volume. So a DRDoS attack is made up of a set of at least 5 requests with a source IP address referring to the same victim and with a maximum spacing of 60 seconds between consecutive requests. A victim is defined by the first 3 octets of source IP address. During 731 days, we processed over 1.8 terabytes of traffic, containing nearly 20.7 billion requests, with an average of 28 million requests per day. But only 7.2 million requests got reply because of our rate limit rule. We observed nearly 1.4 million DRDoS attacks, and we observed a 4-fold increase in traffic during the lockdown period from March to June. The picture presents evolution of monthly requests broke down by protocols. We can see that presence of scaled up and charging requests over the months. Overall, duration of attacks observed was shorter than works in literature, with multiple protocol attacks having a bigger duration and a smaller average of packets per day considered monoprotocol attacks. This table shows the most frequent combination of protocol used in multiprotocol attacks. Attacks combining charging and sealed up are more numerous, but had less requests than attacks involving other protocols. There were just 230 attacks with more than 2 protocols being used at the same time. Our study showed that multi-protocol attacks exploit a smaller set of protocols with a varying combination. The figure in the left represents carpet bombing attacks observed. Overall, carpet bombing traffic represents less than 4% of the traffic and less than 6% of the requests, but affect almost 22% of the victims. And the figure in the right presents what we call an attack with antecedents, where the carpet bomb attack occurs after a few days where a single address is targeted each day. We found evidence that multi-protocol attacks are occurring but still in minority. We also studied the recent phenomenon of carpet bombing attacks, describing several of the characteristics, including the powerful combination of multi-protocol and carpet bombing. In future work, we intend to add honeypots in different networks and analyze and correlate their traffic. We already have a collaboration underway, and we welcome other interested researchers to contact us. We had to leave something out of this presentation, but you can find them in the paper, such as evaluation of attacks, duration and victims, protocol breakdown, and what type of payload is being used. Thank you.